Welcome to Moose Plays, everyone. I'm the Liquor Moose, and today we will be going over my Week 1 match of the 8th season of the GPC. We are up against Christian, aka Mind Warrior 49. Go check him out. His links will be in the description below, as well as links to the channel of all the coaches in the GPC, and I highly encourage you to check out all of them as well. Looking at what we have here for the teams. I did upload a team builder yesterday. I will also link it in the description below as well for you to watch. But for those of you who just want a quick overview, we have a pretty standard Megaane with Substitute. We have a Life Orb Weavile with Fake Out, an offensive Whimsicott with Pixie Plate and Moonblast, Encore, U-Turn, and Knockoff. A utility Tentacruel that spins, has knockoff, what else? And then Scald and Sludge Wave, and then Registeel, especially defensive Registeel with Toxic, S-Toss. What else did I put it on? Earthquake and Stealth Rocks, and then a funky substitute Landorus set with Leftovers, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Gravity. So looking at what Christian brought to the table, he brought the Crobat, the Slowbro, the Celesteela, the Donphan, the Salazzle, and the Chestnut. Pretty close to what I was expecting, except no Mega Altaria. I was actually a little surprised he didn't bring the Mega Altaria, which kind of makes Sludge Wave on Tentacruel a little bit useless, but that's okay. So looking at team matches, as I said, lead matchups, not team matches, sorry. As I said in the team builder, I am going to go ahead and lead with my Megaane, because even though he has a very good check in the Donphan with that, I can just substitute up and hopefully scout what he does, basically. And as we see, that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to lead with the Donphan as well. I get the Intimidate off, and I'm going to get behind a sub. And Christian is just going to fire off the safe Earthquake, which is a very valid play. Seeing that he's probably going to go for a second Earthquake, I'm going to switch out into my Whimsicott to try to take it, as I do. And I'm going to attempt to fire off the safe Giga Drain, because Donphan is actually a really big problem for my team. But Christian doesn't take the chance. He switches into his best switch, which is Whimsicott, and he reveals the Black Sludge, which made me believe that it was a defensive Whimsicott, a defensive Crobat, so I switch into Registeel, as he does reveal the Super Fang. I was kind of expecting that tech, and he actually predicted me to go into Registeel there. But seeing his past Super Fang, he can't touch me. He's going to U-turn out, and I'm just going to take this opportunity to set up my Rocks, which is a very good opportunity for me. I'm especially defensive Registeel here, so I really don't care what this Slowbro wants to do to me, so I'm just going to fire off the safe Toxic, as I believe he is just going to Calm Mind up. And once again, I really do not care about what the Slowbro wants to do, so I'm going to fire off the safe Seismic Toss to try to start putting my stall package to work, as he's going to fire off a Scald, and he's going to do 22%, and he's going to get the burn. Little unfortunate, but now he should see that I am actually a fully specially defensive Registeel, and this Slowbro is not going to be able to do a thing. So I'm just going to fire off another safe Seismic Toss in case he does, even if he does switch out, I am not too worried. So now that he goes into Donphan here, expecting the Earthquake, I'm going to go into Whimsicott here, but he actually just takes this opportunity up to set up his Rocks. So I'm going to U-turn out here, and I was very unsure about what he wanted to do. I was actually anticipating him to go back into his Crobat here, which is why I U-turned, but it proves that he actually stays in. So it was kind of a 50-50. He was clearly not going for the Ice Shard here. But what I was actually anticipating him to do was Earthquake predicting my Manectric in, Earthquake predicting my Tentacruel in, not my Manectric. That would be a dumb play of me. But me not thinking, oh, he probably has Rapid Spin. So, yeah, he goes for the Rapid Spin. I'm going to go into Landorus because I'm anticipating him to Earthquake. So, yeah. He gets off the spin. I mean, even whatever I did, there was nothing I could do about the spin since I didn't bring my spin blocker this game. So he sees my Leftovers in here. I know that I can live an Ice Shard from this Donphan if he's max attack adamant even, and my Earth Power will kill. But I also feel like he has a very safe switch into his Celesteela here. So it was kind of a 50-50 here of whether I wanted to set up a substitute or just click Earth Power. In the end, I just decide to attack what's in front of me, because if he goes for Ice Shard and I go for Substitute, then I'm in a really bad spot with this Landorus. So again, just attack what's in front of me, and he does stay in and click Ice Shard, as I'm going to knock out this Donphan with Earth Power, and that's really good for me. Donphan was actually a very big problem for my team to deal with. As Christian is going to go into his Crobat, I don't want to risk anything else on my team. Landorus got a kill, I'm okay with that, so I'm just going to let him go down to this Brave Bird. As I believe I'm going to switch into Registeel here. Nope, sorry, that's my mistake. I went into Mega Man Electric to try to pressure this out. With the Donphan out of the way, I am very safe to fire off just a Thunderbolt here. As whatever he goes into after that, I can just Volt Switch out. And from this damage from the Mega Man Electric, it's actually revealed that his Chestnut has Assault Vest right now. As he's going to fire off an Earthquake here, and that damage also tells me that he is max attack. So he is, odds are, I am predicting, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. I'm predicting him to be max HP, max attack, Assault Vest. That's what the damage has been revealed. So I'm going to try to Encore him into Earthquake in case he wanted to try to predict pretty much anything else on a switch. The play where I threw Whimsicott in against the Chestnut, I was debating on throwing in Tentacruel as well. But in case, because it was a 50-50 on whether he would go for a Grass move or a Poison Jab, because it does get that. In the end, he did go for Earthquake, which was fine. I decided on the Whimsicott because Woodhammer actually does still a lot to my Tentacruel. It does close to half. So I just figured that since Whimsicott isn't really here for kills, since the Altaria is not here, I figured that I would just try to use it for the momentum instead. So as he switches into his Celesteela, and of course Encore fails, so I'm going to get out of here and U-turn because I'm not really sure what this wants to do. I'm going to go into my Registeel, as at the moment I feel it's my most expendable member now that his Slowbro is toxic, and he's actually going to reveal Fire Blast, and his Beast Boost is going to boost his special attack. That is absolutely opposite to what I expected to happen. If you watch my team builder, I 100% predicted a defensive Celesteela, because just the pressure that my team puts on his team, I figured he would be forced to bring defensive and then have some offensive moves. But yeah, as we see, he raises his special attack. So I'm going into Calx, and I am trying to, and like the whole period goes on, I'm trying to figure out what can take what if this is a max specially defense or max specially attacking Celesteela. And I actually go into Tentacruel here, and that was not my that was a misclick. In the end, it was the right play, I'll say that, but at the very moment, it was a misclick, because what I actually wanted to do, I was like going back and forth between my calculator and the battle, and when I was on the battle screen, what I wanted to do was just check what Tentacruel could take from it, and then I just accidentally clicked on the Tentacruel and sent it out. So I was freaking out once I sent this out, and I just told myself, okay, I need to calm down, I need to calc it out, and it turns out I am guaranteed to live whatever Celesteela wants to go for, whether it's another Fire Blast, or even if he's mixed with Earthquake, I know I can live that. If he packs an Air Slash, I know I can live that. So I'm going to take this opportunity to spin the rocks away, because they're really wearing down my Manectric right now, and I still want my Weavile as healthy as possible so it can live some hits. So I fire off the Rapid Spin, as we see here, dealing nothing, and he actually goes for his Z move, and he goes for the Supersonic Sky Strike, and he crits me. This is very unfortunate, because we talked after the battle, and that was Z Air Slash, not Z Fly. And I actually guaranteed live the Z Air Slash even at +1. So the crit actually did matter here, and that's really unfortunate, because now my main check to the Salazzle is gone, and that's an issue because I fully expect the Salazzle to be his choice Scarf user. If you watch my team builder, it makes a lot of sense, because considering I have a Weavile and a Mega Man Electric that outspeeds it, it has to be his choice Scarf user. It just has to be. So right now, the only thing I can do if it's at +2 is to try to pressure it out with my main Electric. Celesteela is looking too good right now. I need to pressure it out and hope that he just doesn't risk his Celesteela here. So I am going to predict him to switch out, as he should, and just Volt Switch here. And since he goes out into Chestnut, this is an easy out into my Weavile. And I do calc it, and Icicle Crash is a guaranteed kill here. And again, kill here. And his team has a very hard time switching into Weavile, especially now that I know his Celesteela is actually offensive. So I know I can take a Brave Bird here. I know I can take any attack from this Crobat since I know it has Black Sludge, and even if he is max attack, I know I can take a hit here. That's why I stay in and go for the Icicle Crash to kill this thing because it's being a pain in my ass. So now he goes into his Salazzle, and again, I fully expect this to be a Scarf set. And if it is, that's a big problem because Salazzle just has the potential to just sweep me right now. My only play right now is I'm looking at the health of everything he has, assuming a physically defensive Slowbro and a no bulk invested Celesteela. I only have one line of play here to continue winning this game without the Salazzle sweeping me. I need to switch out into Whimsicott and sack it. I need to switch back into Weavile to fake out, and then it's a roll for depending on what he locks himself into, whether it be Fire Blast or Sludge Wave. I can live with the Mega Manectric and then kill it back with Thunderbolt. It's my only line of play to give myself a chance of winning. So I absolutely go for that. So here I go sack my Whimsicott, and he does lock himself into Sludge Wave, which is a smart move on his part so he doesn't miss the Fire Blast and have an even bigger problem on his hands. So I go into the Weavile. I need to fake out to get some chip damage so that way I can guarantee kill with Thunderbolt here. And I just need to hope. Can I live the roll? Can I live the Sludge Wave roll? Can I live the Sludge Wave roll? We see that he is Scarfed, and I live the Sludge Wave roll. So I kill his Salazzle with Thunderbolt, and then he sends out his Celesteela, and I think, just come on, I need to get this roll to kill the Celesteela. Come on, Manectric, can you do it? Unfortunately, he cannot, and then Celesteela will kill me with Earthquake, and unfortunately, that is going to be GG, Christian. It was a really close game. I've said it before in like my other leagues. I really enjoy battles like that, even if I come out on the losing end. It was competitive all the way through, and it came pretty much right down to the wire. Because if I get that roll, I think I win this game, assuming a physically defensive Slowbro. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with the loss. Like obviously, I would like to win. I mean that goes without saying, but I take this loss with good intentions, even with the crit on the Tentacruel. Again, once the crit happened, I didn't really think about, like, there's no point in thinking what could have been because it doesn't matter, it can't happen. All I can say is it would have been a different game if I still had my Tentacruel around. I think really all it would have done was given me an extra sack to the Salazzle, most likely, or at least, hopefully, give me an opportunity to get some chip on the Celesteela to kill it here. It's really hard to say, but I mean, we can't control whether crits happen or not. I'm not obviously the words. I obviously can't blame Christian for it because he played very well, and he prepped slightly different from what I expected. But hey, I can't fault him for that either because that's his decision. But yeah, that was a really good game. Again, go check out Christian. His link will be in the description. Next week we will be playing against Evader and the New York Scrafties. So yeah, keep your eye out on the channel for the team builder for that battle. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.